Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports NFL Prediction Show, Week 6. We have our normal guests, Tommy Shire. Chuck Kolchuk is not in studio, but he gave his picks over video, or high tech. And then we have Stephen Kolchuk. He's returning. He's reliable. He showed up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got Josh, my co-host. How's it going, Josh?
Good. How's it going over there, Tim?
Good.
That's
How
good.
was bowling practice today, guys?
It was rough, man. I pulled a muscle in my butt cheek. It was a rough day.
You know what? That's better than tearing an ACL.
That's
Twice.
okay.
I threw a little.
Let's move on.
Threw a little yesterday. I'm
Okay.
hurting.
So we got the standings from last week. It's very predictable how they went last week. The Legends were good. Chuck, 14-4, led the way. Another fellow legend, myself, was 13-5. And then all the rest. We've got Josh, Tony, and Tommy. We're all 12-6. And Joey
Bad week.
was 11-7. So now we've got the standings for the overall. Chuck has moved into first place, 58-31-1. Tommy is second, 57-32-1.
It's close. It's close.
Josh is now in third place. He's been in third. He's 3 games
Making my way
back,
up there, though.
55-34-1. The guest picker, 50-39-1. Tony, 50-39-1. And myself, 47-42-1. So I am only 11 games out of first.
Over
And there
500.
are 13 weeks left. So
Yeah.
yeah. So don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Hey, over 500, Tim. Way to go.
Yeah, I know.
Finally
back.
got there. So
I knew I would. I
Yeah.
knew I would. As Bill Belichick says, it's not where you're at the beginning. It's where you're at the end.
Bill
Yeah.
Belichick says David Njoku's the second best tight end in Browns history.
Well, you know why?
He said that.
You know why? Because he's playing him this week, and he's smart.
Well, he is one touchdown away from
Lou
being
Holtz,
second.
when Lou Holtz was
Really?
the coach
Yeah.
of Notre Dame, he made every team sound like they were the greatest team ever at the press
Well-
conference that week. And Bill Belichick knows.
Bill
that's what
hasn't
you
been
do.
that great lately. So.
Well, Bill's won more Super Bowls
He
than
has.
any other coach
He
in the
has.
history. So I'm giving that to him.
So,
It's
I give
not-
it to
he's not
Tom,
bad.
but hey,
So
that's me.
let's all say hello to Chuck.
Hey,
Chuck's
Chuck.
here.
hey, Chuck.
Chuck's here.
How you doing, pal?
Wow, he's ignoring all of you.
He looks a little
He's
frustrated.
even ignoring Steven. Look at that.
Wow, he just is like looks like a whole bunch of fun.
We're doing a staring contest.
He looks like he's not too happy there, doesn't he?
No,
What'd you do, Steve?
I don't know.
Did you piss him off?
I called him an old geezer, so that might be it.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to get going here. Let's get moving.
All right.
First game, our high school game of the week. We've got the Kenston Bombers at the Riverside Beavers. And Chuck will go first since he's in first. Here we go, Chuck.
Kenston.
Really? Chuck picks Kenston.
All right.
Tommy.
Give me the Beavers of Riverside.
Josh.
Riverside.
Stephen.
Riverside.
Yep. And I'm going to have to go with the side also
Yeah.
because they're pretty good. I saw Kenston last year. I know they've lost a couple guys from last year. They still got a good record, but I guess they're just not as quite as good. So I'm gonna go with the Beavers of Riverside. I'm not a big fan, but that's it's for another show.
Me either.
So now we've got since the only college that matters
Mm-hmm.
in Division One.
Yeah. In Division
Okay.
1. Yeah.
Division Two, we know it's the real Notre Dame.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Or Jack Bunn's Lake Erie Company.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
we
We'll go
got
with
that.
that because
We'll
we got a little Wycliffe guy there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay,
Well,
the
I
only
think
team at Division One, they're off this week. The only one that matters, Ohio State.
Yep.
So now we're going to go with. So this week we're going to go at two teams I just can't stand. It's how bad is this? It's Penn State at Michigan. I like Jim Harbaugh more than I like James Franklin. That's really bad. So we're gonna
Wow,
go. We're
really?
gonna get Chuck's pick. Yeah, I'm
I
not
hate both of them, but
I really don't like
I
Jim.
really don't like Jim Harbaugh.
I tweet at Jim every week when Penn State loses. I tweet at him because I can't stand it. So let's go. Let's see what Chuck says.
Michigan.
Yeah, he Chuck when he was circling his picks, he was.
Did the audio catch
He,
that right?
he said, "I hate to do this." So yeah, but he picked Michigan. Chuck picked Michigan. Tom, who do you pick?
I'm gonna try to make up some ground on Chuck this week. It's either gonna work or it's not. I'm gonna go Penn State.
Steven.
Oh, looks like
Let's go with Steven.
okay.
Let's I screwed up. That's good.
I'm gonna say Michigan.
Okay. Josh.
Well, if it wasn't clear from before, I'm gonna go with Penn State.
You know, I'm going to go with Penn State, too, even though I hate Jim Franklin.
Yeah?
And I do. I can't stand him.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
He's a mean guy.
Yeah.
He's a mean guy. He's mean to the sideline.
Michigan's
reporters.
fraudulent.
Like, I think so, too. I agree.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Frauds.
I think they are.
They are frauds.
I agree.
JJ overthrow.
And
JJ the overthrow.
But let's get started here with the National Football League. We got a matchup from the only championship game ever played in the NFL. Actually, there've been many played in a dome stadium now.
What are we getting at here?
The first championship game ever played indoors. Bears and Commanders. It snowed so bad in Chicago, they couldn't get the field ready. So they played the NFL championship game inside Chicago Stadium and Arena. And I think
On a
the
30-yard
Redskins,
field.
who they used to be, I believe they won 70-0.
Oh,
I think it was. But
Slight work.
I'm pretty sure.
it's a little.
But that's that. Yeah,
That's like Madden
So.
numbers.
Yeah.
that was. And then it was like 50 years later until they played another one inside. But let's see what Chuck thinks. Commanders at Bears. Chuck.
The Bears.
Chuck picked the Bears. Tommy.
I'm also gonna go with the Bears.
Josh.
Keep the train rolling. We're going with the Bears.
What about you, Steven?
Gotta go with the Bears.
Yeah. And I'm going with the Bears too.
Good pick, Tim.
Bear
Yeah.
down.
Good pick, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't do bad last week, so we'll see. I pounded you into submission. I was 13-5. What were you?
It's
12-6.
Oh yeah, pounded you into. I beat the crap out of you. Yeah, you. Wow. Wow. Woo.
Did you pick the Patriots last week, Tim?
He
Of course
didn't.
I didn't.
You
I
did?
picked the Lions.
Oh.
Like we all did except Chuck.
Yeah.
That's why he was 14-4.
Yeah.
My
Pretty much
Lions.
decided it.
My Lions hurt my feelings.
I know.
They look bad, didn't they? Okay, let's go
All
with
right,
the.
here.
Let's get to the next one. Let's get to Falcons 49ers.
Chuck?
And it's at Atlanta.
Yes.
So let's see what Chuck says.
49ers.
How did I know he was going to say that? Okay, Tommy.
Give me the Niners.
Okay.
Well-
And Josh.
As we found out from last week that I am a new Falcon hater, that I am going to go with the 49ers.
Even though you don't think they're that good, you'll think they'll win.
Yeah,
this
even though I think the 49ers still suck.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think they got a good defense. But
Steven?
I gotta go with Jimmy G and the 49ers.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the 49ers too.
Niners
Because,
down.
good pick, Tim.
Falcons are not good.
Yeah.
And now they traded the best linebacker they ever had. too.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Well, basically,
Well, except for Clay Matthews.
yeah,
Okay. So
quite literally, basically.
now we got the next game. I have a feeling about this one, but we'll get Chuck's word on the Jets at Packers.
Packers.
Tommy?
That's a Chuck pick.
I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers.
Josh?
Well, after continually watching the Packers play bad football, I'm still going to go with the Packers.
Pretty much my thought. Steven?
Despite their loss this past week, I gotta go with Green Bay.
Yeah. I got to go with them too. I think the Jets are like. I wonder if the
Some
Jets
of the luckiest things I've ever seen.
are the Jets the Panthers of last year,
They
where
may
they
be.
started out good and they what were they 4-0, Tom, and I said they'd be 6-11, and
And they
that's
were.
what they ended up.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jets might be that too, because Josh's favorite quarterback, he's not going to play well.
Hey, but he got the job done last week, though, didn't he?
He did. I'll give him that.
He's better in midfield.
I'll give him that.
Yeah, he is.
So, how about we move on here to Jaguars and Colts. Jaguars at the Colts. Chuck?
Colts.
Colts. Oh, Chuck.
We had a little wind there.
Yeah.
I think Chuck was
Chuck
ready for his
said-
next pick already there.
Chuck, he was. I did the right thing, but I don't know. I really haven't screwed up there yet. Colts by Chuck.
Give me the Jags.
Chuck?
This is a tough one because the Colts have also been playing horrible football.
They
But
won last
I don't know.
week.
I just have this feeling that the Colts are just going to pull out a win this week.
And that's what the way they've been doing. It's going to be pulled out because they've been. Steven?
I gotta go with the Jaguars.
Okay. All right.
The Wars.
So I'm gonna go with the Colts because they impressed me a lot last
Another good
week.
pick, Tim. I think.
They impressed me a lot last week against Denver. That 4 field goal performance, man.
Oh, my
But I still
Lord.
think they're better than the Jaguars. Although they were better than the Jaguars last year and they lost. Blew the playoff chance. So let's go with the next game. The Minnesota Vikings at the Miami Dolphins. Chuck?
Vikings.
So Chuck's going with Minnesota. Tommy?
I
You
wonder.
know who I'm going with?
I just wonder.
The
Are you going with
Vikings.
the Vikings? Okay. I'm stunned.
Hey,
Josh?
I'm still on that Vikings train,
Viking.
but I'm gonna say if Tua was playing, I'd probably go with the Dolphins.
Me
But
too.
you're going to go with the Vikings?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're gonna go with the
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Vikings?
Vikings. Justin Jefferson's gonna have another great week in fantasy for me.
Who's starting for the Dolphins this week? Is Bridgewater going to
Well, I don't know if he's allowed. You know, he got tackled.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
right.
I don't
That's
know.
true.
Might be that.
Yeah, you hear about that new tackling rule? You're not allowed to tackle the quarterback
But isn't
anymore.
it something how some other guys got sacked and there were penalties called and they stayed in the game?
Yeah, Tom gets tackled
Tom's
like,
not allowed to get tackled.
like it was flag
But-
football and they threw a roughing
he-
the passer.
There's no penalty or no concussion protocol there. And it was there was another one too.
Looks like Skylar Thompson's the starter this week.
Skylar Thompson. Okay, so
Bridgewater's
what's your
the
what's your
backup.
pick, Steven?
And you go with the Vikings
You
after
go with
hearing
the Vikings? Yeah. Skylar Tom doesn't give you much confidence, huh?
that. No.
Sky Tom.
Might give me more
Sky
confidence
Tom.
than Teddy Bridgewater.
He's going to be good.
Sky
We're going
Tom?
to call him Sky Tom.
Yeah.
It's gonna- yeah.
He gives me more confidence than Teddy B, though.
I like
I
Teddy
like
B.
Bridgewater.
I like Teddy B, too, but...
Injuries finished his career.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Yeah.
If
Vikings down.
if Ted was starting, I would have probably gone with the Dolphins
He's back.
as a revenge game. But let's go with next pick is the Bengals at the Saints.
The Bengals.
He said that with authority.
He's picking the Bengals. He was picking his pick right there, Josh, when you pulled in the drive.
Yeah.
That's right, when Chuck was making that pick.
Good pick.
Tommy?
Good pick, Chuck.
The Saints.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
He's picking this hard.
Wow.
Go on, Josh.
Yeah, we're going to go with the Bengals. Yeah.
Steven?
There's my jump game on Tommy right there. There we go. I'll
Okay.
take that.
Steven?
Joey Pick.
I gotta go with the Bengals.
You go Bengals, yeah.
Yes, Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Bengals, too. I know the Saints, and they stink.
Yeah, I know. We know the Saints.
Bengals are not that good either.
They're not, but they're better than the Saints.
The Saints play in the third worst division in the NFL. The AFC South is the worst,
Here we go.
and the AFC AFC North
Well, it's not
is
me.
the second worst. Okay.
Don't,
Oh, that's good. Okay.
don't hit my
So next we got Chuck. Is Chuck praying? I don't think he's praying.
He might
He's
be.
probably
Chuck's
praying
praying he gets all these picks
that
right.
this team from New York beats Baltimore. The next game is Ravens at Giants. Let's see what Chuck thinks.
The Ravens.
He didn't want to pick them. He didn't
That
want
gotta
to.
hurt Chuck to say that.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to hurt me too to say it too, Tim.
Yeah.
The Ravens. I'm on that Giants train, man.
What about you, Steven? You said Ravens though, right, Josh?
Yes, Ravens.
I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna go with the Giants.
I
The
like
Giants?
it.
All right.
I hope you're right, Steve. I hope
Thank
you're
you,
right.
everyone.
I'm gonna go.
Bless you.
I'm gonna go with the eviler of two evils. The Ravens. There's no team in the NFL more evil than the Ravens. So I'm going to have to go with them, though, because I really I don't think the Giants are that good either. They're a little better than the Jets, but I'd say they end
I
up with
think-
7 wins. 7 or 8, maybe.
Okay.
I just don't think they're that good.
All right.
Sake is doing good, though.
We like it.
Yeah, I like Barkley.
Yeah.
So let's go. The next game is Panthers at Rams.
This should be a quick one.
Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's see what Chuck says.
Yeah, my bad.
The Rams.
Thank you.
The Rams.
The
Is that who you're
Rams.
picking, Tommy?
Oh, I thought we were
Okay,
gonna,
what
I
about-
thought we were gonna go quick.
That's why I
What
said
about
it
you,
like that.
Josh?
I already said the Rams too.
Said the Rams.
We were gonna go really quick, Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Steven?
got Rams.
Rams, and I'm going to go. I'm going Rams too.
Oh, good pick.
Could have went upset alert.
You never know though. They haven't
I
looked great.
popped into my head for a second.
They've not looked great. Let's go with
Fire my coach.
Cardinals at Seahawks. Chuck.
The Cardinals.
That one hurt, Chuck.
Yeah, I know.
Give me the
It's
Cardinals.
going to hurt me too. Go on.
Gino, baby, go Seahawks.
Well, I hope you're right, Josh. Steven?
Cardinals.
Yeah, I got to go Cardinals too. Even
There's
though
my-
I hope Josh
there's
is
my other
right.
jump game.
Nah, I want
So I
There's,
really.
there's weeks that the Seahawks have looked really solid, and then they just look like the Seahawks.
Well, you know what? Seahawks have a chance if Kyler Murray continues to not know where the first down marker is. Oh
We
wait,
can
I
reach
better
it,
not.
yeah.
I better not criticize him.
He couldn't see over an offensive line made of us.
Oh,
let alone an NFL
I
one.
better not criticize Kyler Murray. You know, soft Kyler.
What
You
if
might
he-
get mad.
What if he gets at you on Twitter, Tim? What if he texts you on
You
Twitter?
can come here. You can come here.
All right, Kyler, we'll have you on
I'm
the
not
show.
a fan of him.
We'll have you on the show, buddy.
That's some video games.
Let's go. The next
All the new
game. This
pods
this,
coming out. Oh,
this
God.
should be a battle. Bills
Oh,
at
boy.
Chiefs. Chuck.
The Bills.
Chuck picks the Bills.
That's surprising.
Tommy.
Chiefs.
Josh.
I'm gonna go with. That's hard. I'm gonna go with the Bills. Josh Allen wants his revenge game, baby.
Okay. Steven?
Gotta go with the Bills.
Okay. You know what? I'm, you know, Mahomie is like my
Yeah.
favorite quarterback,
My homie.
you know. And, but I'm going to go with Josh Allen.
All right,
I'm
Tim.
There's
gonna
my
go with
makeup
Josh.
game.
No.
I'm going
There
with
we go.
Josh.
Good pick, Tim.
Yes. All right. So let's, we got Eagles and Cowboys. Cowboys at Eagles.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia, in front of the rotten people. But it's time for Chuck's pick. What does Chuck say?
The Eagles.
Chuck is, I'll tell you what, Chuck is 100% great at taking 4 seconds between picks.
Yeah.
Really good. Really
Very
good.
good. Very
I
good.
switched it from 2 to 4, therefore I'm not screwing this up like last week. So he picked the Eagles, right? Tommy?
Give me the boys.
Oh, Lord.
Josh.
How about them Eagles, man?
It is a division matchup.
It is. And, you know, homie
This-
Cooper Rush is playing
And this
some
is the
solid
one I was
football,
telling
but-
you guys about a few weeks ago, and you were like, "Oh, that rivalry's not." No, that rivalry
No, it
was
is.
nasty when I was a kid.
Yeah. But, man, those Eagles, they are playing some really good football, and I can't go against them right now.
They are, and I don't
I
understand.
can because it's got to end at
I
some
don't think
point.
they're that good.
Okay.
I don't know, but what do you got, Steven?
Gotta go with the Eagles.
Yeah.
They're just looking too good.
I know. With that being said, that I don't think they're that good. I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand the Cowboys.
That's another good pick.
So, the Monday night affair this week is Broncos at Chargers. What do you got, Chuck?
The Chargers.
Chuck picks the Chargers. Tommy, what do you have?
I have the Chargers, but I would not be stunned if the Broncos upset
It's
them.
another divisional battle. That goes back to the AFL, to 1960. So it's a long time this has been, you know.
Well, here's the thing, all right? I can't really root for the Broncos. It's just that they're playing so bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
There's a lot to hate about
But
the Broncos,
I'm going to go with
too.
the Chargers, but I'm like 100% sure that because I'm going with the Chargers, the Broncos are going to win.
Okay, so you're
But
going
I am
with
going with the Chargers to win.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing, but Chargers to win.
Steven.
The way the Broncos are looking, I gotta go with the Chargers.
Yeah, and I moved away from it on my thing, but because I think it was pretty clear, I'm going to go with the Chargers too.
One of your other
because-
favorite quarterbacks?
Charger down.
Yeah.
We all
So
picked
we
them.
got keep this under a half hour. We're in good shape tonight.
That's good.
The next game, we got Buccaneers at Steelers.
Wow.
For those of you that don't know,
Tough game.
their offense
Mhm.
looked better. This
Tilly picked it
did the well, the Browns beat the Steelers. Right?
pretty
Yeah.
easily.
They beat them.
Yeah, they did.
Okay,
Pretty
so we'll see.
sound. They're like one.
So I think the Buccaneers, it shouldn't be too bad
No.
since they have a defense.
So
Um,
who's Chuck picking?
It's true.
Let's see what Chuck says.
I bet you he picks the Buccaneers.
I bet she does.
You hit pause.
He says Steelers. I'll break the TV.
The Buccaneers.
Thank you.
Why did he sound so upset to
He
say
seems
that?
so disappointed that he had to pick the
I'm
Buccaneers.
gonna go Buccaneers also.
Okay, Josh.
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers.
Oh, you people. Steven?
Well, between the two evils, the lesser. I gotta go with the Bucks.
Steven's good. That's good, Steven.
What do you got?
I wonder.
I'll think twice about last minute guests. Insulting.
I
my
wonder
club.
who you're going to pick, Tim.
You'd be stunned if I picked the Steelers. You'd be stunned.
It'd also be stupid if you did.
It'd just be stupid.
You'd be stunned. Let me tell you, last week the offense was better for Tampa. They could hold.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this might backfire on me, and Pittsburgh will end up winning. I think Tampa Bay's going to win. I'm picking Tampa. Atlanta's offense is not god awful, and they pretty much contained them for most of the game. I'm telling you something. They could hold Pittsburgh under 150 yards.
Probably.
They possibly could.
Well, I think Pittsburgh
And if
holds
it's raining
Pittsburgh
or
under
something?
150 yards.
What's that?
I think
that's
Pittsburgh
true.
holds Pittsburgh
Okay, so
under
they hold them
150.
under 100 yards.
Actually,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could be really ugly for the Steelers. That's too bad.
Now to the game of the week.
Yeah.
We just did the game.
No,
That's
it
the
is.
game of the week.
Good one, Tim.
That accurate. This ain't Tampa.
But more people watch that game than watch your game. But okay, it's okay. It's okay. You know what the lowest rated national game ever was?
I'm going to guess it was a Browns game.
Yeah, Browns against the Steelers on Thursday night. Yep. Yeah, it was. Lowest rated ever.
That's great.
That was like 2010, I think.
No, it was bottom quarter in the NFL and fans.
But I'm saying. I'm saying. You know, I'm just,
They're low believers.
Okay, let's go with, we got Patriots at Browns. The return of Bill.
Let's make it quick.
It's gonna be
I
interesting.
met
with
Bill
Chuck
on the
pick-
way
with
out
Chuck picks.
to the field one time when they played them. He wasn't a jerk. He was kind of nice. He looked down at my press pass and said, "Oh, you're media."
I heard.
But he at least talked.
I heard Bill was was actually surprisingly a pretty nice guy.
I don't think he's a terrible person.
No.
You know what?
He just doesn't like the media.
Honestly,
Which is fair enough.
the way they act, I wouldn't like them either. I don't like some. You know,
Yeah.
that Browns group of reporters too.
Yeah.
So
Chuck.
let's see what Chuck says about the Battle of Bill in Ohio.
Battle of Bill.
And the Patriots.
I knew it.
Look at that look on his face.
I know he can't do it, but he
There's
also.
almost tears rolling.
I
there,
know,
I
but
think.
he's
Is it
also a
really?
big Patriots guy.
Did you Photoshop this? Like, what'd you do?
Well, I'm going to come here and say Browns. And
All
I'm
right.
very careful with picking them, so I actually
Yeah,
think
I
they're
am too.
Josh.
I'm also gonna go with the Browns.
And by the way, we are going to add Joey and Tony both sent me their picks. I'm going to add them into the thing, even though we're not reading them on the air. I have them both, so I'll enter them in. So they'll probably both go 0-16 this week.
0-14.
I have to. Well, no, we have the high school.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, so I could, I'm entering them.
It's true.
Yeah. Joey will go 8-8. He had a real good reason. So, family thing. So, but like I said, I'll go with. Who am I going with here?
Oh, I already saw.
Oh, I'm going to go with the Patriots.
Okay, so I wonder who Stevie's going with, Tim.
I'm sorry, Steven. I'm sorry.
I'm going with the Browns.
You're going to go with the
Yeah.
Browns. Who are you going with, Josh?
He already said.
I went with the
He said,
Browns.
yeah.
As bad as I'm as bad as Joe Biden. I can't remember.
As bad as
stuff.
their kicker is right
Now,
now.
can we
Go with
talk
the
about-
Browns.
I think you only have 2 mishaps today, Tim. I think
That's
it's only
not
2
too
right
bad,
now.
is it?
Can we real quick? Can we talk about, since we got a little time here,
A couple minutes.
just real quick? I was just thinking about
Don't hog all the time.
this week. So I saw the Browns picked up a guy who is historically a nose tackle today, who's been pretty decent and been pretty good in his career. Not great, nothing special. Are they going to switch defensive schemes?
I thought you heard they were.
I
hope
saw
they
that it's a
do.
possibility.
I
But
would
who?
To
hope
go with
so.
a three lineman
Who
for
reported that? Browns by
No,
Brad?
no. Okay, well that guy is actually pretty good. I
Oh,
know
he's
he's
terrible.
he's a little annoying,
He's
but
terrible. Steals everybody else's work.
but what I will say is it would be great if they did,
Yeah, it would.
because I mean, yeah, your defensive ends are getting blocked more there, but this
Okay.
run game can most likely get stopped more with 4 linebackers.
It's
so.
just this.
Not
yeah.
that Garrett's doing anything anyway.
Well, and we did just get a very useful
Hey,
linebacker
Becky,
as well.
you got a pick from the crowd. Browns or Patriots?
Browns.
She says Browns.
She said Browns.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if
I,
they do that, because the offense is getting
anything-
the job done. I think
Anything could
I
happen.
agree.
they have been in every single game. They've had a
Anything
chance to
can
win
happen.
every single game. So
Yeah, then blow them 2 more.
New England without Tom Brady has been Jekyll and Hyde.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And they just
could
were-
go and get beat 29.
They were just good. Yeah, I was gonna say they were
Yeah.
just good. That's what my thinking is here.
But I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
I feel like if it comes down to a field goal this week,
jeez,
he may make it.
I think he'd make it this
If
week.
he doesn't make it, he better wear a disguise when he leaves.
Uh huh.
Yeah, 'cause it's,
You know how they are.
well, yeah.
I'm calling, one last thing before we finish here. I'm calling for Myles Garrett to put in some effort this week.
And he has. You know
He
what?
has
You guys
not.
kill
Oh
me. I
my
don't-
God,
you
he
know what? I don't
he's
even wanna
coming
hear
off
that
of
crap.
a car
I
accident.
don't even
Come
want to
on,
hear
man.
that crap. You
not
guys
giving
turn
him an
on.
excuse.
You
guys
hear
turn
you
on
get
players
this
so
thing in your
quick.
head about a guy and you
Let
don't
me
think
ask
that he
you a
could change.
question. Let me ask you, when was the last time you saw me turn on a Buccaneers player? When?
I don't remember specifics really.
Because I don't do it.
Specifics.
Because I
There
don't do
probably
it.
Was.
I don't do it.
No.
Especially a guy that I thought was amazing, and now
But
all of a
people
sudden I
who
think
tell
he
me-
stinks.
Devin White.
I've literally heard people tell me Myles Garrett's the best player on the Browns.
I think he is. Him and Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. Him and
Nick Chubb is by far better.
All right.
You can't compare an offensive.
Nick Chubb
and a
is the
defensive
best running
player,
back in
but
the
you-
NFL.
Yes,
He
he
is
is.
not
Yes.
the best defensive end in the NFL.
Okay, but you can't compare You
can.
can't compare those guys. They're offensive defense.
Chubb has a hell
I
of a
think
lot more impact.
I think
Best
athletically, I don't know.
That's an argument for a different day, I believe.
Yeah. You got,
Wow,
I'm just telling you, if he was old enough to watch Warren Sapp play, he would have thought Warren
Sapp
wasn't
was
that
a
good.
defensive
It
tackle.
doesn't matter.
He doesn't get sacks
would've
like
thought,
that.
You would have thought he wasn't that good because he didn't have a lot of tackles or sacks.
He stuffed the
You
hole.
would've-
It's different
well,
when
and
you're a
that's
defensive
what
tackle.
Myles Garrett is getting
Myles
doubled
Garrett
and
can
triple
still-
teamed.
He can't do shit on the run.
Miles Garrett still does everything he can to tackle the man who has the football.
These are the
He
reasons.
will go
No,
and
I've
tackle
seen
the
him
guy.
the
These are
last,
the
the last few
reasons.
games he's played standing there when the guy's running. He's not even attempting
These
to go
are
get
the
him anymore.
reasons, really the only reasons, I want them to make the playoffs. So, like, he can make a play that wins them a playoff game.
Yes.
He's got to make a play to win him a regular season game
Well,
first.
Well,
hey,
so
maybe if
does
your
everybody
maybe
else,
if your
so.
Hall of Fame kicker can make a kick.
Yeah, right.
How about that?
Or
Or if
Your thing is
secondary,
always, your
your secondary, who I was told by you
is not good.
was one of the best secondaries
It's
in the
not good
NFL
right
at
now.
the beginning of the year.
They have a lot
is
of
god
talent.
awful.
No, they have a lot of talent. That's
You know,
where you're
what-
wrong.
you know
talent,
my,
yeah.
you know the difference between you and me is.
You think so much
in
out of
this-
your heart. You
you
don't
know-
look
no,
realistic.
absolutely
When it-
not.
Yeah.
Who did?
It's so true.
It
You
is-
think
wait,
that you're not
I
like
have
that,
to
but you
agree
are.
did I
on
say-
some points, yes.
Who did I say was a terrible secondary last year? Who did I say
The
was the worst
Buccaneers.
The
secondary?
Buccaneers, because they were, though.
And I
They
can
were.
rip. I can
And the
rip on my
Browns-
team.
and the
I
Browns
can
are
rip
bad
on
this
my
year.
team's weaknesses.
We rip on
I
our
don't-
team.
I don't blame one
I'm ripping
player.
on Myles Garrett. I'm
I
an
don't
asshole
blame
for
one
it.
player.
You
I don't blame one player though. Who have I blamed on the Buccaneers this year for being only 3-2? 3-2 stinks, by the way,
Who said
Okay.
that?
Why
It
does
stinks,
3
by
and
the
2
way.
stink?
because they should be better.
They
because
should be.
they're
So
better.
should-
But guess
so
what?
should
They're
the
not.
Browns.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you are what your record is.
Same,
But
you just hit play on
who
it.
have I?
what I do.
Who have I?
Whoa,
blamed?
whoa, Tim!
There's two
Who
of
have
them.
I
There's two of
blamed?
you?
Who have I blamed on? Who have I blamed on Tampa Bay this year? Who have I said?
I haven't had enough conversations
only
with you
guy-
to know.
The only guy that I've been disappointed with on the Buccaneers this year, and if people disagree with me on this, I don't know who
You're
they
just
are.
shutting that thing down, Tim?
The only guy that I
No picture?
have complained about this year on Tampa Bay is Julio Jones not being healthy.
You didn't want to leave the background up, Tim?
We're at like 33 minutes now, so I think we ought to end this.
Well, I guess.
But I think with my heart, huh?
When it comes to
When
the
it-
Browns,
when it-
when it
oh,
comes to the
yeah.
Browns, you
Oh,
think with your
yeah.
heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you hate Browns fans
Yes.
so much.
Absolutely
Yes.
not
Yes.
the truth.
100%
With the
true.
Browns,
Yes.
I see the truth that you guys don't see.
You see some of the truth,
I
but
knew
the
they
second,
didn't have.
No,
I
no.
knew they weren't the best team in the NFL.
Nobody
Who said
thought
that?
they were the best
Nobody
team.
said that.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Nobody
Because
said
we got-
You
got-
grouped together 5 Browns
which
fans
one
as
of
the
them got
whole
Deshaun Watson?
You got
organization.
Which one of them
Deshaun
picked us to make
You
it to
got
the Super
Deshaun
Bowl?
Watson.
Which one of them picked us to make
Okay,
it
well
to the
you're
Super
the
Bowl?
guy. You're the guy
None
who,
of us.
who has the Myles Garrett jersey because you think he's thought
And
he's
I
amazing.
am not
and now
wearing
you
that
turn
shit
on
till
him.
he does
Now
something
you
good
turn
now.
on him.
Because he's been lazy.
That's like I chubbed yours.
Loyal.
I pay
Cleveland
attention
fans.
to those games more than
Loyal
you do. I know I
Cleveland
do.
fans.
He groups
Oh,
all the
I watch
Cleveland
the
fans
game.
together.
I
Tim,
watch the
Different.
game
It's
every
different.
Yeah.
Not every Browns fan
Not
is the way
every
you
Browns-
think they are.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that in
Everybody-
this case.
everybody's a fan
I'm
in their
just
own
thinking,
way.
I'm just thinking that you guys have turned on Myles Garrett,
I have not.
and it's ridiculous.
I have
it's
not.
ridiculous.
He is still
I've
really
turned on
good,
one guy.
but he needs to prove he's as good as they
I
say
have
he
turned
is.
on one guy.
You know
He
what?
hasn't proven.
He's proven it to
that he is-
NFL people. Okay? How come Browns fans always think
Make
they
a
know
play that
more?
matters.
They know more than everybody else.
Make a play that matters. Before I was saying make a play that matters, not
Well,
just sack him in the
you know
first
what?
quarter. He
When
hasn't even done
you know
that.
what? When he maybe he's not as good as he was 3 or 4 years ago when he had to chase guys 20 yards down the field because he was the only guy on defense that could tackle.
That was a playoff game when they made the playoffs.
No,
so you
that
think
was
they'll-
not.
Yes, it
that
was.
That was the year they were 1-15. I'll never forget it. Jim Donovan said,
The guy's
"You're not
in, like,
going to
his
win
fifth
very
or
many
sixth
games.
year
You're
in the
not going to
NFL.
win very many games.
He's already that worn
You're
down.
not going to win very
No.
many games when your defensive end is chasing a guy 20 yards down the field."
You're right. He's not doing that now.
Oh, because he doesn't. Maybe because he doesn't have
He doesn't
to.
have
Oh,
to.
God, he doesn't have to.
But he doesn't even chase the guy around the edge.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. I think we need
Clowney's
to finish.
been better
We're
than him
going
this
too
year.
long. I don't care about Clowney. Clowney's a bum.
Clowney can
I
stop
don't
the
know
run.
about that. I don't.
Clowney's Julio Jones on defense. Let's show up once in a while. What has he done?
He gets hurt
Give
a
me a
lot. You're
break.
right.
He gets hurt. I mean, that's
And he's
something
not
that
a team
happens.
guy either.
At least in the backfield.
He's not a team guy.
No,
well, that,
he never
that is,
has.
That is pretty much true.
Really?
But
But thanks for coming, Steven.
Of course. We'll like to get the
Tommy?
end there, but it's still fun.
Josh, what do you got? You got anything to say?
I'm going back to my normal outro. Is go Browns, but I didn't say it last week because I had to go against the Browns. But go Browns.
All right, I'll.
go Guardians.
All right.
Go
Yeah.
Go Guards. It's a good one.
Yep. And Oscar Gonzalez is still good.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he
He's
is.
still really good.
Yes.
And I'll take the eye test over stats
Yes.
any day.
Yes, please.
I don't care
Yes,
if you
please.
have a podcast.
Give me
Okay.
the eye test.
Have a good night, everybody.